Hello, good afternoon. I am Hui, and I'll be your counselor today. What's your name?
I'm Lily.
Hello, Lily. Alright, so before we begin our session, let me brief something to you real quick. I need to notify you that I am conducting this roleplay under the supervision of my lecturer, Miss Teva, for the purpose of this assignment. Do take note that this roleplay is video recorded and will be viewed by my lecturer for assessments. This video may be used for teaching and reference purposes for this module in the future. Do you have any clarification regarding that?
Yes, that's okay.
Alright, great. So what brings you here to my counseling session today?
It's about my assignment. I'm struggling with them. They are piling up and I don't have the free time to deal with them.
I see. That sounds really stressful. How does that make you feel?
I feel very overwhelmed and pressure about all this assignment.
Could you care to tell me more about what makes it feel especially overwhelming right now? Like the number of assignments that you have to complete, or the deadline that's closing in, or is it the difficulty in actually starting to do these assignments?
It is mostly because of the deadline closing in and I have no idea what to do.
Understand what you're going through, and I can understand how you're feeling. It can feel especially stressful that the deadline are closing in. So what usually goes through your mind when you think about these assignments?
I start to feel really anxious about not being able to complete them in time. But then, when I get anxious, I end up avoiding the assignment entirely.
It will just feel really frustrating. Have you think of any ways to resolve these issues?
I once tried to spend my time in the library to finish my work, but the noises are too loud and it keeps distracting me.
I understand. Sometimes public spaces like the cafes is not really ideal for completing assignments or studying. So, have you come up with other solutions to these problems of yours?
I also try to do my assignment at home, but I will be too tired to even move when I reach home, especially when I have pets. They would keep interrupting me when I try to complete my assignment.
So, what do you think is your main struggle that's preventing you from finishing your assignments aside from the disturbance around you?
Well, I have a habit of scrolling social media on my phone every time I have free time too, especially when I'm tired. And after I come back to my stance, all the free time I have left is completely used up.
Yeah, I completely understand what you mean. Social media is can be very distracting. But how do you usually feel after spending the time to scroll on your phone?
Honestly, it makes me feel really guilty. I know that I should be doing my assignment instead, but I could not keep it.
See, but since this is your main obstacle that's been stopping you, let's focus on that more, shall we? How do you think we can prevent this situation from happening or reoccurring again?
Well, I can go to a quieter place to help me concentration, like locking myself in the dark room to focus. And I think I can also keep my phone away from my laptop so I can focus on my assignment more.
That's a good idea. Have you ever tried out these tactics before then?
No, but I think I can try. But when I'm tired, it's really difficult to get the motivation to do those assignments.
Yeah, I understand that kind of feeling. But what do you usually do to relax after a long day of studying?
I usually just lay down and scroll my phone.
Alright, unfortunately, we have to end our session here, but let me do a quick summary of what I've heard. So, you're saying that you felt overwhelmed by all of these workload and feel that there's no escape from the disturbance around you. Whereas your main struggle is being distracted on your phone and the pressure from the deadlines. Did I understand you correctly?
Yeah, that's correct.
Alright, great. We will continue exploring more about these strategies to relax yourself, and we'll see what strategies work for you best in our next session. Thank you for your time, Lily. Have a nice day.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.